Hi, just wanted to take a little bit of time and talk about a solution that I think is working really, really well for me. I'm probably one of the few guys or gals out there that has been flying a Mavic drone with a phone and had a hard time seeing all the little symbols, particularly in bright light. And I have a fairly new phone. This is my iPhone XR. I'll talk about all the scratches on the screen here in just a minute. I'm very careful with the lens, however. Most of the scratches are from using it in conjunction with my Mavic Air. The iPad Pro that I have is a 10.5-inch model, and it is very valuable to me. It's not the latest, greatest, but on the other hand, I use it all the time. And the problem that I had, this is my Lufki tablet holder, is this is so much smaller than a modern phone that it wasn't secure in my Mavic Air mount. And it wasn't actually very secure in my Mavic, or the original Mavic Air controller. It wasn't bad, but it's just I didn't trust it. And again, my iPad Pro is a few years old, but it's very valuable to me. So a shout out to 51 Drones. He did a review with the PGYTECH, and I have had very good experience with their products. Everything they've made for the Mavics that I've had are just totally excellent components. So this was an attempt to upgrade from this, which never really worked very well. It's just too small of a base. It's heavy, to the PGYTECH, which works really extremely well. I'm going to talk about cables here in just a minute. The original Mavic Air 2 cable's way too short for a tablet solution. And so I'm going to be getting my tablet, and I'll be right back. Alright, this is my iPad Pro, and you'll notice that I've put my DJI Fly app for easy access when I'm out in the field. And so I wanted to just mention that having the extra screen real estate makes all the difference in the world for being able to easily change settings and everything else. So I have the app located right there for ease of access, and so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to talk about my screen protector next. I'm going to have a photo here in just a second. I don't know if you can see this, but my screen on my XR is scratched up very badly from field use. Again, I try to protect the camera lens made out of Gorilla Glass, but on the other hand, this is a phone that gets used a lot. Alright, I wanted to take a little bit of time here and just talk about my solution. I went with a screen protector by AM Film. I looked at a lot of screen protectors on Amazon, read lots of reviews, and this looked like a very, very good solution. And I found it for the way that I use my phones and tablets as Mavic controllers. I needed a screen protection around here. One of the things I'm going to be talking about next is a case that I'm going to actually put this in, and I'm going to see how that works. Supposedly, it's a case that's made for the smart keyboard, and it just really protects the corners of the screen, and I'll be cutting into that in just a minute here. But the whole idea with this was to add minimal weight, absolutely no problem as far as the haptics and the touch. I've tried it already flying the drone. It works great. Big problem with fingerprints. I'll always have a lens cleaning cloth with me for in-field usage. Probably have a little bit of a water bottle with me where I can wet it slightly to get those fingerprints off. So far, this went on beautifully. Probably the easiest screen protector I've ever put on any of my devices. I'm very pleased with this. It's a case that I've been looking for a long time. This is called the Como. It's available on Amazon. I think it was all of $12.95, but it's a protective case for my iPad Pro. It's got a nice friction to it that makes the iPad Pro less slippery, less likely to be dropped. But the thing that I really like about it is it's minimal in size, and it protects the corners of where the glass is most likely to be damaged on an iPad if it were dropped or it were to fall over or something like that. I do have a tempered glass screen protector. It works extremely well with the tempered glass screen protector I have. I don't know if you can see this, but it just sticks up about 1/16 of an inch and all around. And now the bottom is exposed because it's designed to work with a smart keyboard for the iPad. But on the other hand, this is going to fit inside my tablet holder. And the main thing I'm concerned about is the whole thing falling off a surface. And there is some padding in the tablet holder that should protect this. It's a very nice fit. It doesn't add any bulk, hardly any weight. So it's an ideal solution. The brand name is called Como, and K-H-O, capital M-O. And I think it was a grand purchase at $12.95 on Amazon, and very pleased. Much better than the cases that I've tried for this purpose in the past, and it fits perfectly into the case holder for my my tablet holder for my Mavic Air 2. In conclusion, when I got my PGYTECH tablet holder, there were a few more accessories that I really needed to add to this purchase. The Mavic Air controller uses a USB-C connector, and so my connection cables left over from a tablet setup with my original Mavic Air would not work. So I had to go shopping for cables, came up with the anchor cable that I have right here. It wasn't ideal. It did not have the 90-degree connectors that I like, but that was all I could find. I did about 8 different Amazon searches, and lo and behold, it wasn't until I checked out that I found this RC Geeks cable that's got the beautiful 90-degree connectors. I'll show you that in a minute. I did a lot of review on screen protectors because I wanted to have a tempered glass screen protector, and these were absolutely the best reviewed that I could find, and it just went on beautifully. The only drawback is it seems pretty prone to fingerprints on the glass, but I'll just carry a cleaning cloth and wipe it down. It is a screen protector after all, so I'm not too worried about in-field cleaning. Finally, this is the completed setup. Apologize for the reflection of the light in the background on the screen. Right now, this is the only place I have to film. My wife is working from home, so you'll all understand what that pencils out like. Again, I went with the PGYTECH tablet holder, and it looks like a great setup for me. The balance on this whole thing is superb, and it puts all the center of gravity right over the controller, so it doesn't add a lot of weight and bulk, and it's very secure. It's actually, with this little case I have on it, it looks like it's going to be an ideal setup. All right, well, thanks for watching. My next situation is, as usual, DJI just came out with a firmware update, so I need to get on that. Thanks again. Hit that like button if this helped you. Please subscribe. And if you want to get notified of my next video, hit that bell.